This is Beamer and Son Garage. Going back to our heritage, people. This is formerly Eastgate Swim and Sports Club. And at one time, this was Pleasant Hill Swimming Club. So this was a place I grew up at as a kid. And I learned to swim. And there was a swim team here. And it was called the Pleasant Hills, swim team. And there's the old picnic tables over there, big awning right there. And there's the that's a baby pool. And this is the building we used to get our stacks out of right there, that building there. And over there is the pool. It's a 25-yard pool from end to end, which is the Olympic size, or excuse me, I think it might be meters, 25 meters. And then over there at the far end to the left, the diving boards are gone. You can see a post sticking up there, and right there right up the concrete there at the far end. And that's where the small springboard would be. And then to the left of that was the big diving board. And that is that's the pump house over there. That building way over there, the first tan color building straight ahead. That's the pump house, and the other one to the side of that, a little one, that's a storage building they use to, keep the lawnmower and stuff in like that. And it was a big place. Pleasant Hill Swimming Club was huge, and you can see how big that building is. That's where we used to have our picnics at. And they even had a tennis courts over here. And we're going to walk over to the tennis courts and show. This is where I grew up at, people. This is where the original Beamers came from. My mother and father brought me here. Of course, you can see the baby pool there, and off to the distance is a big swimming pool. It's all gated up, and they got locks on it, as you can see. But this was the tennis courts here. We used to play, me and my family, me and my brother Randy, even my sister Jody, we used to play over here. We used to play tennis. There was nets there, and the nets went, I believe the nets went back and forth that way, and you hit from there to there, and that's how that's how you play your tennis. But that's the old snack shack right there, and we just love this old place. Pleasant Hill Swimming Club. Of course, they renamed it later to Eastgate Swim Sports. It's closed down. I guess they're getting ready to tear it down. It's ready to fall from the wayside. I wanted to get a shot of this and show all you YouTubers out there in my heritage and where I grew up at. This is out in Ohio, Claremont County. They call it Eastgate, and it's down off a road called Icos Road. And it's a real cool building that's fallen in disarray. You can see the briars and stuff just taken over. They've been just not been taken care of. The building, the signs, got a hole in it right here. There's some graffitis, looks like started on it right there. Whatever that means. Seto, I don't know. Who knows, what the heck that meant. It was private property, of course. No trespassing. But this wall right here fell down, and that wall went straight up the side of here. You can see the beam right there. It's all falling over. This is here underneath this awning. This is where we come to, and they give out the trophies, and this is where our staging area where we got our ribbons. We raced. We swam against some of the best swimmers in the state, and I was 8th at one time in the whole state of Ohio in swimming. And so yeah, this was a place I shined at. You can see, the poor place, it's just falling in disarray. The blocks just, falling down, and the place is falling apart. It's a real sad thing to see this. But this awning right here, this is where we come to. And they, after the swim meet was over, we usually have one about once a week. And after the swim meet was over, this is where we come to. And this was kind of the show, the show places where you got your trophies, where you got your ribbons at. Everybody would gather around, and the people would be set up against that back wall right there, and the trophies and ribbons would be sitting on a table right there against that back wall, and then you would be sitting out here somewhere. Sometimes you'd be out over here, and you have to walk up and get your name, call your name out. you get your trophy or ribbon, depending on whatever it was for. But we swam against the Pepsi Marlins, which that's Coney Island down there on Kellogg Avenue. They got a swim team called the Pepsi Marlins. We swam against them. That was some of our heated competitor was the Pepsi Marlins. There was other ones, you know, we swam against. There was a swim club called Woodhaven. We swam against them. We swam against Turpin, which was a big swim club down off Lower Clough Pike, down at the other end of, you know, Clough. They call it the lower end of Clough Pike. Turpin had a swim club. They're still there, and I don't know if they still have a competition swim team anymore, but there's a lot of people still doing this. But this brings back some memories, and you get a shot of it inside the fence. Obviously, somebody's climbed through here. Yeah, they climbed through here, and the wall's gone now, so we get a better shot of the old swim club. Boy, this is like sacred ground right here for me. I haven't been on this ground in years. There's the swim club. This is a swim club. I used to start from the 3-foot section down here, and you would launch right off this wall right there into the pool. And over there in that L-shaped area, that's where the diving boards were. And this is an historical moment for me. I haven't been on this ground in probably 20, 30 years. I left here, I don't know, probably in my teens. We went to the YMCA and we swam for the Lions Y when we left Pleasant Hills. And I do miss this place. It's the first time I've been here in, you know, forever. It's really fallen in disarray. It's sad to see it like this, because this was the premier swimming pool at one time. This was the place everybody would go to and swim. Over here is where the diving boards were. And that's where the diving boards were, right there. That area there. This is the old swimming club. We miss it. And that was it. Pleasant Hill Swimming Club. That's the sandbar, they called it. I guess they had a little, you know, snack bar there, but the main one was right there in that corner there. That's where the main bar was. But yeah, I wanted to show this, you know, on my YouTube channel to all my YouTubers. This is where I came from. You know, this was some of my history of my sports career that I had as a swimmer. I mean, I competed in the AAU state champions. They had it all the way out there at Fort Wright, Patterson Air Force Base. And I took 8th in the state. So I was the 8th best swimmer in the whole state of Ohio. And as far as I know, it was the state of Ohio. There might have been other people from other states that were there. I don't know that, but I do know for a fact I was 8th best in at least in Ohio, maybe in the country, I don't know. But those were many, many years ago. I can still swim. You know, I do all 4 strokes, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, and the freestyle, you know. This is where it started for me. And we carried it on from here and went to the Lions Y, the YMCA. And we swam a few more years before we gave it up. But this was my hopes and dreams right here, was the swim club. Just wanted to show you all over here, you know, what it was like to be here in the day. Of course, you know, this is not the day anymore, but this is what it would have been like. Right here was some sacred ground. I used to walk up right here, and I'd get my, there'd be a table right there. And I'm standing in the spot where I used to get my ribbons, my trophy. And I won quite a few ribbons and trophies too. So yeah, I had my share of ribbons, blue ribbons. I had my share of, you know, trophies, most valuable, most improved. So yeah, this was real special right here. This spot right here, this is where you got your ribbons and your trophies at, was right here. It's sad to see the wall is falling down, and it's falling in complete disarray. That whole wall, it used to be blocked all the way up. That whole wall fell down. There's a skylight right there. I don't remember that skylight being there. I think somebody cut that in. Skylight, I don't remember being there. Somebody must have cut that in later because I can see the difference in the wood. Yeah, there's a difference in wood right there. So that wasn't probably there. It's kind of cool though that did that, but you know, the beam right here is falling down. You can see that beam right there is, you know, she's going. It won't be long before this whole side over here just caves in, falls down. There's really not much holding it up. Except them two beams there is holding it, but this one corner, that one corner is gone. That's still holding, but you know, it's not going to be long before it completely caves out. I hate to even touch it, but oh yeah, I can move it. Anyways, this is Beamer & Son Garage. We just wanted to show you, you know, some of our heritage and introduce you to the old Pleasant Hill Swim Club. Let us know if you like this. You know, check us out. It's Beamer & Son Garage. We're showing some of our heritage, you know, the swim club, the old pool that we swam in as a kid. You know, we were just in love with this place. Spent a lot of years here. And so, yeah, check us out. You know, like I said, it's Beamer & Son Garage. You know, check us out on social media. We're on there at Beamer Garage. I'm also on YouTube. Excuse me. Of course, you know I'm on YouTube. I'm also on Xbox and as Mr. Mock 1968, and also on the PlayStation 4 as Mr. Mock 1969. Send me a friend request. Check us out. We're everywhere. It's Beamer & Son Garage. We'll see you next time. And please subscribe to my channel if you like this video, this cool old video of the Stoll Swimming Club. And we'll see you next time at Beamer & Son Garage.